TSG, TGE. You are watching two best friends on the TV. TSG, TGE.
What's up, jammers? We are back with another
video.
Yes, sir.
We want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Before we get started, we're going to do random 3 with TSG, and that's just where we answer 3 random questions. All right. First question. What do you like to do that's traditionally considered masculine? I like to make one trip. So I'm going to take all the bags as like bags, whatever I can, as much as I can hold in one trip. That's it. And I don't need to follow directions on GPS.
Give me the GPS. What do I do that's traditionally considered? I'll be real quick to fight people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where the hood comes from. I think I have little man syndrome or something, but I'll be real quick to like
slap somebody.
Yoke somebody up. Yoke somebody up in the club or something, you know. But yeah.
Oh, your turn.
Okay. How can you tell if someone has a sense of humor? I don't know what this question is, but you did. Look, that's your handwriting.
That's an online question right there. How can you tell if someone has a sense of humor?
I think if they're able to laugh but you can't, like, a sense of humor, a good sense of humor. How about we label it that? A good sense of humor. Meaning you have taste in what you laugh at.
But, like, someone's taste could be dark humor. So since mine is not dark humor, that don't mean their taste is bad. It's just, you know what I mean? I guess I'm trying to think of what I meant by that
how will you
question.
Tell? How can you tell?
Someone has a sense of
like
humor?
If you're meeting a stranger for the first time,
and
you don't know if they're gonna laugh at this joke,
is that
like,
that
what gives
kind
you the sign that they might?
It's like, even if you're even in text messages, I guess it's something like, if you're like texting someone, but I think it's the first time, how could you tell if they have a sense of humor? That's hard. I just, honestly, like, my way of checking would be like, I either compliment or I say something like, let's say they wearing a jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, okay, I see you, and see if they like kind of smirk or if they don't.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
If they tall, I may make like a, because I don't be like, how the weather there, but I'll make like a, like, oh, you 6 foot, I'm 6 foot too. And then see if they like sometimes like they'll laugh or like stop, or if I make a height joke of like, I always say I'm 6 foot. So if someone's tall, I'm gonna joke. Or if they're like 5'8", I'm like, hey, we the same height. And see if that like, so far it's worked. And like, or someone's like, man, I like chicken wings. And I'm like, flats or drums. And if they say drums, I'm like, you're nasty. You gotta be like, I'm joking around about something to see if they're gonna respond with, like, even if it's just like a smirk. Yeah. I'm like, okay. But if it's like,
I think it's all in a person's smile too.
Okay.
Like, if you're a smirker, I know you have a sense of humor, because you can't be a smirker and look sneaky and not have a sense of humor. So, yeah.
That's funny. What would you rather throw away, love or money? And I was gonna answer it fast, but I can't.
What would you rather throw away?
Let's say I have all this money, love. See, I always want to ask questions.
No, can't ask questions.
I have all this, because love is multi-dimensional. So there's different people I can love.
Question.
So it's like
you can't add.
No, I'm not adding. I'm just saying, like, love has a lot of layers. You know what I mean? So it's like,
but love is love. Love means love in general.
So what it's saying is, if I have money,
she's struggling.
It is, because it's like these questions, they're like on the surface level, it's just like love, money. Okay, I'll have.
Write the next part.
But on the but something I get a little deeper. Like, is it just like romantic love, or is it?
It's love.
All love.
All love.
Nah.
Answer the question.
I've never been without love, but I've been without money.
Exactly. So what is your answer?
I don't like being broke though.
I'd rather throw away money because to not be able to, like, just imagine your parents not loving you, or like you not being capable of loving.
That's wild.
Your family and no.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never existed.
Money gotta go.
I've never existed with money and no love. But I have existed with love and no money, and so it's like I can't even imagine what that would look like. So I'll have to throw away.
Yeah,
throw away money.
They say it's lonely at the top.
That was Random 3 with TSG. And that was a great segue kind of into our topic for today. If you read the title, it says Valentine's Day or Just Another Day. So we have a few questions in this lovely jar. So we're just going to kind of talk, and here and there we'll just pull some random questions out this jar. But I guess to get started, what's your relationship status with the people? Have you ever celebrated Valentine's Day? I'm single, and I've never celebrated Valentine's Day with a significant other. So, like, yes, I've celebrated with the school, my parents, things like that, with myself, but never with, like, a boyfriend, girlfriend, thing like that.
I'm single for the sake of our rental application. No. I'm really single, guys. I've technically, I guess, celebrated. I don't know if you count high school relationships.
Yeah.
But I have celebrated with one significant other, and it wasn't even really celebrating because he got me something as an apology, and I got him nothing.
So it wasn't a celebration.
So I don't really think it was a celebration. It was a celebration on his part, but I don't mind. I don't care about the holiday personally.
You don't.
No.
Oh, you don't like so you don't like Valentine's Day, or
it's not that I don't like it. It doesn't. It don't do nothing for me. Like if my significant other were to do these things on another day, I feel like it would mean more to me. It's like you're just doing it because it's Valentine's Day type stuff, you know? Like do this on a random day when I come home from work, and I'll be like,
what you talking about?
You know. Anyway, but yeah, like I don't know.
That's crazy. Cause I know with the like throw away love or money. I was like struggling, but I love. Like I already know I'm gonna do money, but it was just that surface level love that like you can go. Yeah. But no, like I love. I love to see love. I love like I don't know. It's just like Valentine's Day. I think I always like Valentine's Day because you know in elementary they'll pass out the little candy with the cards. Like I enjoyed that, and then like or in high school you get the little candy grams, and I was always like delivering it to different classrooms. I used to see the kids with their big bears, and like my dad always got something for us. My mom always got something for us. So it was always like, this is the day of love. But I kind of agreed the same way. I don't like the pressure of Valentine's Day. I don't like that people feel like they have to like give you something, or they have to like celebrate. It's just like we're just celebrating our love. Like this is the day of like my coworker. I asked her, they go to Taco Bell every Valentine's Day because
is that where they met?
The day that they had to on Valentine's Day, the very first time they met, they had to leave, and the only place they could meet up to say bye was a Taco Bell. And so every year they go to Taco Bell, and I was like, wow, that's cute.
Yeah.
My creative mind would be like, we're gonna get tacos at a new spot every year. Taco Bell every year, unless it's just the one time a year I go to Taco Bell. But I was like, that'd be cute if they go back to the same one, but I think it's kind of far away. But you know what I mean? Like I love how that's like we don't do gifts, but it means something to us on this day. Yeah.
I think I value the sentimental aspect of Valentine's Day a lot more than the commercial aspect. Just growing up and my mom being the mom that's like, okay, it's Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm at home looking like Narcos, packing up goodie bags for my whole classroom. Like, I honestly need to make a reel. 6-year-old me, you know. No.
That really was us. But writing all the names. I used to hate it because I always miss a name and then I have to like give them one of mine.
But like I don't know, just doing that as a kid just made Valentine's Day very commercial for me, and it didn't have any feeling as I grew. It was just like it was the same. Everybody gets cards. I was like, I don't care about who likes me. Like me on another day, the next day. You know, you might just be doing this today to start something. You know, it's just I don't know.
No, I loved it. It's a fix. I was ready. I'm like, we gotta get our Valentine's Day cards. We gotta get our card. We gotta get the name. Like I was like, okay, how many boxes? I was so like I still remember going to the store and like getting Scooby Doo one year or like like I was all up in that thing. I was all up in it, and it wasn't even just I have a special person. It was like everybody get one. Like I want to make sure you know what I mean. You want to make sure you have to get candy.
You gotta show up everybody.
Right, but I think it was just you a kid who like kitty. So I don't think it really was about like Valentine's. I think it's the fact that like
you're giving everybody. You're giving it.
Go ahead and pull a question on that one.
All right, what's our first
question? Oh, are you upset if he or she doesn't get what you wanted?
No.
I'm about to speak in like future tense.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if my significant other got me something, and it's not like what I've been talking about, you know, for the past 3 weeks, I'm gonna be like, okay. That just means you don't listen, and then from now on, I'm not saying nothing else.
It depends. I don't think I would be upset. I don't think I'll be upset, but I think I'll be like same thing. Like, I don't think I'll be upset because I'm trying to think like what could you give me that I didn't really want? You know what I mean? Like,
you know how guys be gifting women stuff that like is really for them, like, you know.
That's or if it's like, so I don't like flowers, right? I always say I don't like flowers. My thing was I didn't like flowers, steak, or jewelry. Mm-hmm. Right? Those are my 3 things. Now I like jewelry and steak, so take that out. But I still do not like flowers. Mm-hmm. So my significant other was just like, here's some flowers. While they are pretty, and I'm like, I guess thank you. But I feel like you didn't put enough thought in it. You got a generic gift. Knowing like I don't like flowers, so even if you got it, I can't like the gift. I like the sentiment, but even then, it's like, did you actually put in?
Think about it. Like, did you use my favorite flowers? You know, stuff. You know,
it's like I know Jabri doesn't like flowers, but it's Valentine's Day. I get her flowers.
Yeah,
and it's like that's, you know, you don't have to. Box of chocolates, my boo.
Okay, next question. If you celebrate V-Day and your partner doesn't, would it bother you? Because I'm going to be the partner that doesn't. So you can get me something and I'll be like, thanks, babe. This is amazing.
Let me see. Would it bother me?
I wouldn't be upset. Simply because I'm a person who doesn't
celebrate it.
Yeah.
But you're the first, so they would. So as someone who will like celebrate Valentine's Day, again, just it doesn't have to. We don't even have to go to. We don't have to take trips. We don't have to buy gifts, but just an acknowledgement of the day. Just something different for us to do to acknowledge our love. I think if they were like, I don't celebrate it, I don't think it would bother me. Because it's like, one, I don't like the pressure of Valentine's Day. So at that point, my whole life has just been another day since I'm single. So yeah, in that aspect, it'd be like, oh, just like it's Valentine's Day, cool. We ain't got to spend no money, ain't got to buy no gift. Yeah. So at one point, on one hand, it's like, no, thank God, like we can pass this up. Yeah. And then on the other hand, I think Valentine's Day is not that high on my list of important days throughout the year. So I don't think it'll bother me. I think like in other couples, let's say that person is like, you know, when you met them, they are like, Valentine's Day is such a huge thing to them, and someone else is like, that means nothing. I personally feel like the person, if they do not care about Valentine's Day, but their significant other cares so much, then I think that's another realm of almost like
it's compromise. Like you love that, you have to love that person.
I'm trying to think of a different word, but yeah,
like you have to love that. Maybe not love, but you, whatever you are with your significant other, you have to care about that person enough to look past your own beliefs or what have you, values, or I can't think of the word, but
I'm like, there's a specific word I'm trying to think of to be like, as a person who, if I don't like it, then I'm like, because they care about this so much, then I'll celebrate with them. But at the same time, the person who likes it so much has to be like, I know they don't like it, so it's not fair for me to put that pressure on them,
right?
Knowing ahead of time they don't even celebrate this day.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you have to meet in the middle.
Yeah,
kinda. Like we're not gonna do anything big, but I like celebrating it. And then you both do, you both agree. Like, okay.
Right. It's kind of like, should a woman ever have to, like, pay or plan for a date?
I plan, but I won't pay,
You plan the whole date out and then be like...
At the end of the date, I'll be like, babe. Like the Girl Sisters. Hand it over, That's my gift. My gift to you.
Why did you like this?
You paid yourself,
Oh my goodness. Yes. What? I don't know what I'm thinking. I wouldn't mind paying a date, but I also wouldn't mind paying. Like, I feel like men always pay. So I'm gonna be like, yeah, I pay for this. You know what I mean? Like, let me wine and dine you. Let me show you who you really got. I ain't gonna do it every time, but I would do it if it's like something that, like, if I really wanted to.
Yeah, if it's really something that I
want to plan the date. Like, if I'm really like, I'm gonna do a whole date for him, then it's like, yes, I'm gonna cover all the fees, all that stuff. Even though I feel like some men, when you do go to pay them, be like, girl, what are you doing? Like, don't do that. Right, but I still want to make the effort.
Yeah.
Should a woman propose?
No.
No.
Hell no. Respectfully. Every female proposal that we have seen to date online has not ended well. Like, baby, it's embarrassing. It just is. It's like, it just looks wrong to me.
It does look.
It looks so wrong.
It does. Especially they get down on, like, one
Yes, it looks so subservient. It just looks weird. It looks very weird. Granted, you are supposed to be submissive, but like not in that way. And baby, if you're asking him, that means he don't want to marry you.
Ooh. Ouch.
Shake the table.
Ouch. I would say should is a hard word. I mean, you do whatever you want to do. But do I feel like I would, or that, like, should is such a...
I just don't believe women should.
No, I think... I think... it's so hard to say it, because it's like, I do think the man should propose to the woman, right? But if you feel like boss enough to do that, by all means. I know I don't see myself on one knee proposing to a man. I just don't, because it's just, like you said, it just feels like if I'm the one doing it,
you really don't want to be with me.
Yeah. It's like
you're not thinking long term, and I am. Like, that's just what I think. Like, all these women that I see, I'm like, how long have you, I just want to ask questions. How long have you been with this man? And if you say, like, 5 years, baby, he don't want to, he's having his cake and eating it too. He does not want to marry you. Like, it just is.
That's true. But I've had seen men answer this question of, like, a woman proposes, right?
And of course, they're going to say, yeah.
Well, some men was like, no. Yeah. And then you had a few men that was like, they wouldn't mind, but it's not for them. Like,
don't make it public.
Their thing was, because as a man, as we're women, we don't see the pressures of what men see.
Yeah.
When it comes to like proposals, as people out on a date, taking dates, paying for dates, like Valentine's Day, like all these things, we can't see it for the men. So hearing certain men be like, it's a lot of pressure, right? Because not realizing men have to face a lot of rejection. I know, like I'd be like, dang, I'm always rejected, but they definitely because they're the ones that have to ask. So for them to see someone like when I say I'll pay for the date, it's kind of, I know for some men it is kind of refreshing to be like, dang, okay, she got me too. Like, yes, I can pay for it, but a woman wanted to like treat me as nice. Yeah. Or they were saying like a woman wanted to marry me. That was like, dang, like she willing to. It's kind of nice to be on the asking side. Yeah. But at the same time, it is kind of like.
I feel like weird. I don't want to. For women, and I'm just go ahead and say it. I feel like for women, I'm gonna shake it. Okay, it is an earthquake right now. I feel like for women proposing to men publicly, it is humiliating for everyone involved because it demasculates. I think that's the word. I don't know. It feminizes your man to the highest degree, and it makes your man look like a simp. Like it just everybody in the surrounding. I mean, in some cases, it can be a bad situation, but like
let's get into some stuff.
I don't know. I don't think simping ain't easy according to T-Pain, but I honestly believe like whenever I see it, it just does something to my spirit. Because number one, I feel bad for the guy. Everyone involved just saw your woman do something that number one, societal wise, you're supposed to do. And the fact that you haven't done it yet and she had to do it for you, humiliating. The fact that she is on her knee proposing to you in front of everybody and your friends and family, and all your friends and family are like, sir, why aren't you doing this? Or why is she doing this? Humiliating for her because now they're embarrassed. They're thinking she's going to be pushy. This marriage is not going to work. Like, it's going to be a lot. You know? It's going to be a lot. Because those are the things that I'm thinking. You're too forward. You're way too bold and too forward if you propose to a man in public. And have people record it. Dang. Way too bold. And that marriage, you're going to run that marriage and you're going to run the marriage into the ground.
Y'all heard it for free.
Call me. If you are a woman and you have successfully proposed to a man publicly and it's on video, DM me the video and we'll interview you. Because I want to know. I want to know. I want to hear from both of you. We will interview y'all as a unit. And we'll ask these questions.
Can you celebrate V-Day with a friend of the opposite sex? Yeah. Because Valentine's Day is a day of love. Yeah.
I don't think so.
But it's like...
It's too romantic. How do you avoid all the romantic stuff?
That's like... Okay, well, hold on. With a... Okay. As I said, with a friend or a friend of the... Well, so remember you had said, can you do like a Valentine's Day? Like, if me and Spring was like, we're going to celebrate Valentine's Day together. Yeah.
I said the I specifically said the opposite.
I know, but if we do it, that we can celebrate Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
I feel like your opposite sex friend can also do it too. Like there's not a difference.
If there's not a difference, call one of them right now and be like, "Hey, you want to celebrate Valentine's Day?"
For sure, my phone's over there, but I'll call them. Because listen, I think if you like, because what would we do if me and you were to go celebrate Valentine's Day? What would we do?
I don't know. We would go do something cool, like a cooking class or some shit.
Okay. Right. So we would probably go out. Oh, that'd be so fun. So like a cooking class. So the opposite sex, if both of you are like we're strictly friends, yeah, then I don't think.
But why? Why? You could do this any day. Why are you doing it on the day of couples love?
You ask, can they? Yes, they can. Not why would they? But like, okay, I get it. Okay. But everybody,
it's gonna be so awkward. Everybody's gonna automatically assume you're a couple, and then you're gonna be like, "Why the hell did we do this?" You know.
But at the same time with us, they're gonna be like, "Oh, y'all." The amount of times that we have been called cute,
y'all are so cute together.
Such, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I know we are, but like, we're not together. You know, she's my roommate, my best friend.
The Valentines.
Yeah.
Are the thoughts of like, oh, they're a couple. So it's like, I guess on that day, a lot of people have, a lot of people want to celebrate love, or it's a day of celebration, so you want to go and do things. And if your girlfriends are experiencing like taken, but like my guy friend is single, then it's like, hey, like I want to go do this. You're available when you do this with me. If it just so happens that people think we're a couple, you just haven't fallen in love with me because I want you to the whole time since I asked you. I mean, who am I to say no?
Shake the thing, but you know.
But yeah, I didn't think of that. But yeah, I don't think it's anything wrong with it. I think that you have to both be prepared and mature enough to realize like people are going to assume you're a couple, but at the end of the day, it's like if you want to go celebrate. Go celebrate.
Right.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Is sex required on V-Day? Couples and relationships only.
These questions are hard coming from a place of like not being with nobody, but no, sex isn't on Val. Like it's Valentine's Day. You gotta have sex.
I think so for most couples, right? In America, do other countries celebrate Valentine's Day?
Nah. Oh, well, maybe, but as far as I know, no.
Wasn't this another country's day? And we just adopted it?
Probably. I think Europe celebrates it, right?
Yeah, I think that's where it came from.
The continent Europe, countries in Europe. But I don't think as far as, like, other countries. Unless it's become, like, such a huge holiday, they're taking it on to be like, oh, it's Valentine's Day, but it's not like a... From when I asked the people from another country, it wasn't even on their list.
Oh.
It wasn't on there. Required. The word that gets me is required. Because what if I'm in a relationship and not married? So then it's required.
I mean, is it a given? Is what I mean by like required. Like, are you going to sleep with your significant other
on Valentine's
Day? After they've done all this extravagant, whether or not be extravagant, but it's just they've done what you love, and they've done it with you, and are you giving it up?
But I guess the big question is, are you upset if they don't? So if you've done all this stuff, and now you're upset that they won't
sleep with you?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, I would be upset.
But that's a wild thinking.
I would be upset.
Because then it's like, are you doing this stuff because you know you're about to get the goods at the end of the day? Or are you doing this stuff to celebrate the person?
I don't know, but I think I would be upset. Like if my significant other wanted to celebrate Valentine's Day, and he took me out and we did all this other stuff, and then at the end of it, I'm like, okay, let's have sex, and then he's like, no. Why not? Like, why not?
How that energy from the morning?
What happened in between the date and now? Like. Then all the insecurities pop out. You start asking, like, what?
Right.
Like, why not?
I think if y'all already having sex, right? Like, it's something y'all already doing, because, not every couple's married. So if that's something that's like, if you're normally already doing it, I think on Valentine's Day, it's like, because of the romance in the air, I feel like it'll end up leading to that.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like because it's that day, then it's understood that we need to be having sex, or like it's a given. Maybe it's a hope to be like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's Valentine's Day, we about to really do some things. Yeah. And if it don't happen, I think it might be like I thought we was on the same page here, but I don't think it's like you better give up them draws, girl. It's not like, I mean, I don't think you have to. What you should do is you shouldn't wait till the next day. With hoes. Don't listen to me because I ain't. I saw a post that said, I'll be going to sleep, or maybe I said this to somebody. I'll be going to sleep on the 13th and waking up on like the 15th or something like that. Like, don't even check for me on Valentine's.
Skip the entire day.
Right, like, whatever. Like, you don't like Valentine's. But I know there's a lot of women out there, I don't know about men because I can't speak for y'all, But I know there's a lot of like women, especially like young ladies and teenagers who. That's why I hate the pressure of Valentine's. Like, oh, I'm alone on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always alone. Woe is me. And it's like, you can still celebrate Valentine's Day. I know that sometimes it's hard seeing everyone on social media with their boo thing.
Yeah.
And so for me, let me log off on the 13th and I'm going to log back on the 15th. Just because, depending on the year, if this year I'm feeling some kind of way, then don't go on social. If you know that you're feeling some kind of way, don't go on social media. Don't, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't handle it, don't do it. But also, plan something for yourself. So if that means, like, for me, it might just be sitting on the couch, watching a movie, eating some of my favorite food, buying myself some chocolate. That might seem like pathetic to some people or like pity me, but that's something that shows myself love. Like, yeah, that's what I do. And I think Valentine's Day is like, I wrote this a while ago. The 3 reminders was the first one that God loves you first. The second one is love yourself, and the third one is if you can't do those two or don't have those two, you
can't love nobody else.
Right, then you can't receive love in the first place. So,
a word.
So when you single, it's like know that you're loved, love yourself first. You know what I mean? And if you're in a relationship, still know that you love yourself first, because then you won't have the expectation that your significant other has to celebrate you or has to do something for you on Valentine's, and it will just be a day of celebrating your love together. So you don't have to make it a big anything. You know what I mean? Let's just go ahead and take the pressure off. Let's just do a redo.
All right. So let me ask a question. An unscripted question.
Come on.
Have you ever been in love?
Let's just go. Thanks for joining with us. No. I want to do that. You know that TikTok where like they're like talking about someone that they like, and it's like different people that they like, and it's a video where and they speed it up. So they take 2 people or 3 people, and they talk about like these 3 men or women. I'm about to say as a woman. I'll tell you about these 2 guys, and as you speed it up, you can see the facial expressions on like the specific guy that they really like. You're like, oh yeah, this guy's so nice, he's so dope. It's like, but this guy, he's like, you'll see the drastic change. I want to do that video.
So you didn't.
But
or do you ever think? Have you experienced love, romantic love?
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have been in love. I think it was one-sided. But I've been like head over heels for...
That's infatuation. That's not love.
Gotta Google, because that word sounds...
No, being infatuated means it's like, it could possibly be one-sided. I mean, I guess love can be one-sided. Love just sounds reciprocal, you know?
Right, but like, but if you think about it, right, like I don't know.
In love.
I'm trying to think.
In love.
2 people in love. I know what you're saying. I'm saying like, I feel like I have been in love with someone in the sense of like, if infatuation is the
don't
word.
Listen to me. Go ahead.
But like infatuation, right? Cause I'm like,
tell the people.
Whatever. But no, I have been like, oh my goodness, I think I love this person. And then, but it wasn't like reciprocal. I don't know, like, it's like, yeah, I love you, but not in that romantic way, but like, yes, I love you too. So the love was there, but it was just, my mind also wanted the romantic side to come with it. As far as, now 2 people romantically in love in that aspect, I think I have, but then it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, well, dang, was that even love? Like, is that true? Like, what love is supposed to be?
Can you count it? Yeah, can you count it?
Yeah. So back then, my past self would be like, yes, I've been in love, which I do believe that I've been in love. But at the same time, I don't think that we both were on the same level, or they said like, oh, I was in love with you, but our actions didn't really, neither one of our actions showed. It's what we thought love was. Like, you like your high school. You're like, oh, I love this. It's like that, like that high school love where it seems so real at the moment, and then you come out of it. Yeah. I hate to put that. Well, for most of us, we know that high school, like our college love, and you come out of it and you're like, dang, that really wasn't love. I don't know what this was. Yeah. We thought this was, but it wasn't. Your turn. I know it was long, y'all.
That's
because it was like,
it's a really good. Gotta work through these type of questions because
was it?
How will you know?
Right.
When you actually are in love with someone, if you come to the conclusion that you've never been in love, so you don't know what it feels like. So
that's true. That's so hard because then it brings it back down to like, how do you know if it's love or just the moment, or if you break up? Because remember, I used to think like, oh, I keep thinking about this person because I love them and I hope to get back with them when we get ourselves together. But then it brings it down to like, was it just because the history, the connection, it's easy, or was it, man, love is complicated.
It is.
It's complicated.
I mean, according to the Bible, it's patient and it's kind, but they also did not say that it can be confusing.
Look, and love it must be confusing, but it's like, it's so confusing. Many outside factors that
come to play.
Yeah, because like you have love, but there's so many things that could replicate love or it's similar to love, and it's really not love. And if you don't really know what pure love looks like, then any of these things can also be like, this is love, or it's like, oh, I love this person, but is that the love that is needed for a relationship? You know what I mean? All right, your turn.
No. Simple question, simple answer. No, I've never been in love romantically with people. I've been in infatuation. I've been in really strong like. I've been in obsession. I've been in codependency. Like, it's just, I've never been truly, I feel, in a reciprocal romantic love.
No, I haven't. But I don't like the word infatuation, so I won't claim it.
I mean, it's a reality. It's a reality. That's a crush.
I have to Google the word in order for me to be like,
yes. To be infatuated with someone, it's a crush.
But it just sounds like, you Google it.
Hey Siri, what does infatuation mean?
Infatuation means an intense but short-lived passion or admiration for someone or something.
It's a crush.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've had that, but I don't think that's what.
Short-lived.
Right. I don't think that's what one of them was. The one where I'm like, oh, it's fine. Like, it's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. But I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's not. Yeah.
God dang.
Been there.
It's like another day for them to realize.
You get over it at some point.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I don't think. And then I mean, it pegs the question too. What is love to us? Like, what does love look like? If you wanted it from someone, what would that look like? Okay, guys, I know we asked that last question, and we're leaving you guys on a little bit, not even a little bit, a huge cliffhanger,
right?
For the both of us. But we have run out of time today, and we're gonna come back with a part 2 because this conversation is flowing. It deserves a part 2.
Yeah.
In all honesty, so thanks for jamming with us, and we'll see y'all in part 2.
See y'all later.
TSG, TGE, you are watching two best friends on the TV. TSG, TGE, Colin, John, and James with BSB. TSG, TGE, you are watching two
Valentine.